Yale Brothers, episode 53.
Now he had a fine way of letting her down. He kept it quiet till the day that he left town. She turned around and he was gone. Left her a letter by the TV he had on. It said, I love you, baby, I'll be right back. I guess his train must have jumped the track. She knows she'll never see his face again, so why should she pretend? It said, I miss you, honey, I'll be home soon. She stands a better chance of walking the moon. That empty promise was the greatest story she ever heard. Famous last word. Now he left her standing in the cold. It was her understanding that together they'd grow old. Yeah, but I guess he must have changed his mind. Spelled it out in that letter that he left behind. It said, I love you, baby, I'll be right back. I guess his train must have jumped the track. She knows she'll never see his face again, so why should she pretend? It said, I miss you, honey, I'll be home soon. She stands a better chance of walking the moon. That empty promise was the greatest story she ever heard. Famous last word. Last words like the checks in the mail. I love you forever, these breaks won't fail. This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. Why do we keep on believing when we know it's not true? Well, I miss you, baby. He said, I love you, baby, I'll be right back. I guess his train must have jumped the track. She knows she'll never see his face again, so why should she pretend? It said, I miss you, honey, I'll be home soon. She stands a better chance of walking the moon. That empty promise was the greatest story she ever heard. Famous last word. Famous last word. Famous last word. Yeah. Famous last word. Last words. Woo! Thank you, God.
Hey, coming to you from a beautiful Sunday afternoon here. It's the 12th of September.
Hey there, we're circling back.
We're the Yale Brothers. Yeah, we're circling back.
Hey there.
Yeah. Don't use any Newspeak, though. I'm not a big fan of Newspeak. Newspeak. George Orwell was right.
What do you say about it?
He's, it's Newspeak, man. We don't have moms. We have birthing person now. We have all that shit.
We do?
Yeah.
I had a mom.
I had a mom. Yeah, I had a mom.
Okay.
But anyway, the song you just heard was just a live version of just Raj and I doing Famous Last Words at a gig maybe a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really? That's how new it is? How did you edit out all the wild crowd sounds that people, the adulation and all that?
That was easy.
You didn't have to touch a button.
I didn't put mics in the front of the house.
Oh, yeah.
The front of the house.
You didn't have a remote, like, recording studio?
No, that was outside at the RV park, Marina.
It was actually called North Myrtle Beach RV Resort and Dry Dock Marina.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I totally think I need some sort of wire barrier around the mic to see where I am, so I bump into it and don't go any further.
You have issues, man, with technical. I don't know why.
I don't know. Mic placement. Even like last night, I couldn't get the mic placement right.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. Then if I have it too far one way, I feel hamstrung trying to play.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, I don't know why you don't get it straight, man.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, well.
I'm going to try, man. That's an interesting song.
Interesting?
Yeah, our friend Brendan Wright said that's kind of an illegal word to use.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, because that could mean anything. That's what I say when I start zoning out and someone's yapping and yammering about something stupid.
That's interesting.
They give me their opinion of something.
Yeah.
And after my eyes are rolling back in my head and on the inside of me, that's interesting. That's all you have to say. You don't have to get in an argument.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a very interesting observation. That's an interesting opinion. That's an interesting.
Look at that interesting looking person over there.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Are you looking at me when you say that?
I'm not even looking at you, man. But you're rather interesting yourself.
Well, yes, I think I would hope so. But so
you think you are, don't you?
No, I don't know what I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm interesting.
You don't?
No.
Humble brag.
Hey, we just did 3 gigs this week. Coming off of 3 gigs, we feel like a touring rock star.
Oh,
now.
yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. The first gig at House of Blues went well.
Yeah, that's our first of about 4. October isn't on the books.
October isn't on the books anymore, but every Thursday this month is.
Yeah, September.
So that's cool. I see September.
Yeah.
And then we still have LuLu's every Friday.
Yep.
I mean, but we did House of Blues, LuLu's, and North Myrtle Beach RV Resort and Dry Dock Marina again.
It was a beautiful day to be outside yesterday.
3 consecutive days.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Ooh. Did your I'm going to ask you, did your voice feel different the third gig?
Nope.
Somehow I felt a bit of a strainy kind of thing going on.
No, not maybe a little, but not much, man. And the Benny and the Jets falsetto, yeah.
Oh, no, that's tough.
Well, I pulled it off.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I love that you do the high part.
Yes.
I noticed a bit of strain in my voice, but I don't feel it today.
No, man.
I feel fine.
Yeah. Put some kind of stuff in your vape.
Like what?
That'll some kind of cooling agent.
Or like some sort of mentholated kind of thing.
I don't know.
Me either, but I feel fine.
Good. That's good, man. I mean, what if you had to play more than that?
I just keep doing it. You get stronger.
Like who was sick at a gig that Paul Stanley or something? Or Gene Simmons?
Oh.
Couldn't sing?
Oh, you thought that was Paul McCartney.
Oh, Paul McCartney.
I was so freaking pissed off.
Oh, so
just cancel the show. Don't sound like that and try to get through the whole show, you asshole.
It was that bad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was terrible.
That's no good, man.
I mean, you want to hear Paul sing, right?
Yeah, that's the idea, man.
It was so, I don't know why. Cancel the damn thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure I wasn't alone.
Oh, if you suck that bad, man.
I mean, you can't, when you're that sick, you can't sing?
Yeah.
That's how he was, but he kept going.
Oh, man.
It's not like you just found out before the gig.
That's no good, man.
No.
That was a money grab.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, like he needs it.
Yeah, but that's okay. That was a disappointment.
He lives to play, though.
Oh, it was interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. I can do this.
So, distinctly different kind of venues. We bring our own PA to House of Blues.
Yep.
We use LuLu's board, PA rather.
Yeah. They got a great QSC setup of speakers and monitors, and they have a Presonus StudioLive 16.
And it's pretty cool how it evolved. We've talked about this before, from us not being able to touch it at all.
Now we know.
To you messing around with it and
now I have it dialed in, man. Well, there are presets.
Yeah.
But now that I know how to work it all. Similar to my Yamaha AW 2816 with
Oh my
the
God.
automated faders.
I didn't even know you had a motorcycle.
That's crazy, man. Sorry,
Uh-oh.
the dogs are barking. They just had their baths.
That's like,
And they have their bacon treat.
isn't that what people say sometimes when their feet hurt?
My dogs are barking.
Yeah.
They also stink.
Oh, I see.
See.
Speaking of barking dogs, it's funny. It's a cosmic occurrence here because our friend Scott Mann, who has been on this podcast early on, from
Yeah.
Wave 104.1, I got a text from him yesterday about a gig at a station event Chris and I took. It's for an event called Pooch-A-Mania coming up on Sunday, October 10th.
So what does that mean? For rescue?
I don't know what it is. I'm going to drill down, but we picked up a gig there, which is cool.
Yeah, that's nice to be hosted by Wave 104.
Yeah, and it's funny that your dogs were barking, and this was a little item to talk about.
Isn't that something? Isn't the universe funny like that?
It is funny.
The universe.
I don't think
blame it on the universe, man.
Blame it on the night. Blame it on the caviar and wine. Blame it on the music.
As long as you don't blame it on the rain.
Well, I don't think you should bring your dogs.
No, they're not friendly with that other dog. They are sweet little angels. They're just misunderstood.
I'm sorry, little Johnny burnt down your house. He really is a sweet little boy.
He really is. But
he was just attention seeking.
My boys, they're not the kind of cigar lounge type dogs.
No,
or like a bookshop dog.
Well, I've never seen them smoke a cigar, for one thing.
They're smoking everybody else's cigar when they're in the lounge.
Yeah, and bookshop dogs. Isn't that usually a bookshop cat?
Sometimes. Yeah, cats.
Cats. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a cool little used bookstore in Charlotte I went to. They had cats.
No, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand. And I told you there was a cat at Blue Bicycle bookstore in Charleston.
Oh, yeah.
I think he died, or she.
Well, there was also a cat at a place called Austin Rocks or something like that. I forgot the name of the place, but they had a cat named Jeffrey.
Okay.
When I was there, and I have a poster of Jeffrey.
Oh, I've seen it. I see it downstairs.
Yeah, it's cute. He was cute.
I'm 4 years old.
Yeah, well.
Jeffrey.
Is that Bill Cosby?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Are you going to take it out?
No, why would I take it out? He was a genius.
Yeah.
I've been listening to old Richard Pryor albums.
I know, we listened on the way back from a gig. That's hilarious.
Genius, man.
Wino versus Junkie.
Yeah. Yeah. That was awesome.
Oh, my God. I hadn't heard that in like 40 years. Just some funny stuff.
The drunk guy getting into being mouthy and getting smacked.
Yeah. Yeah, some guys don't warn you before they smack you in the face either.
Well, the word "your mama" was about to come out of the guy's mouth.
Pop, 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 pop.
Bam, bam.
Hey, is our PA to be trusted? I'm starting to worry about
No.
it. Let's hear a little bit about how old it is. What
I think I bought the head in 2003 when I was visiting Hollywood. I went to the Carbon store on Sunset, and I ordered it, had it shipped down here. So I had it that long.
Are the speakers older than that?
No, they're newer. They're newer. We got those in about 08, 07.
So let me ask you this, though, then.
Maybe 06, I don't know.
You think it could be oxidized somewhere that needs just a spray? You think one of the amps is gone?
There's some kind of connection issue.
So let me get this straight. There are 2 amps plus the monitor amp?
There are 3 amps. Separate independent amps. But last night, one of the main amps was out, so I just used the one side to run both of them.
That's okay. You don't need stereo separation or anything.
No, it's mono. So
yeah,
for now it's working, but I'm beginning not to trust it.
And then we stuck it on one of the speakers on one of the poles.
Oh, and it
went cockeyed.
Yeah, I think whatever bass it is kind of probably cracked inside.
Yeah, there's some kind of collar. I think there's a plastic collar in there that broke.
Yeah, that can be easily replaced, but I'm getting to the point that I don't really want to be digging around.
No, I understand, but
if we're going to use it, we're going to have to justify financially buying it if we're going to be using it.
Yeah,
a new one. Although I have some in mind.
I do too.
Or we could just get powered speakers.
And then what?
Just run it with the head. It'll bypass the amps.
How much is a powered speaker?
Oh man, about $300.
What's a Henway?
Very funny.
Dude, that's $300 for one?
Why is that such a shock, man?
It's shocking.
Why?
I don't know.
That's cheap. You don't know what the price of gear, man.
Well, at least maybe we'll get through the rest of this. It's the off season anyway.
We could run that thing for years, man.
Okay.
We don't use that PA a lot.
How about a nice little PV passport system?
No.
I think
That's crummy.
They look. That's an Eminem word. Crummy.
It's crummy and it's underpowered, man.
Crummy.
You want to do this right, or do you just want to get by?
Yes, I do. But the idea of spending $300 for one speaker. What planet am I on?
I don't know, man. Every time I mention gear prices, you act surprised.
So if we each put $300, we could get 2 powered speakers.
Gee, you're a mathematical genius.
But what about a monitor?
The monitor works.
So you can bypass the
internal amps and just use powered monitors.
No.
I mean powered speakers, dude.
And then don't bypass the amps for the monitor.
The amp for the monitor. Yes.
Does that work? You can cut off the 2 and use the 1.
Yes, or you could jack the monitor in some other way. Don't try to understand it. It's so simple.
All these words. You could jack the monitor in.
Are you every word I say you're analyzing over there, man?
No. I like it. I think it's funny.
Oh, good.
I think it's funny. We had an Elton John expert yesterday.
Oh my goodness,
dude! I don't.
Wow.
So what did we play? Oh my God! Take Me to the Pilot.
Yeah.
Immediately comes up. He goes, "Have you seen him with the symphony?" I go, "Yeah, I think so." I thought Elton 60 had a symphony, and then I thought there was one in Sydney, and then he's like, "No, that's not it. I'll show you on break."
we thought we were out of there, man.
Yeah, so the guy kept disappearing. This is at he kept going down the dock and coming back, going down to some boat somewhere.
Getting beer.
And yeah, I think so. I know so. And then the last thing I want to do is watch a video on my break. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch Elton John on break.
Well, we had a break and he wasn't around.
We went to the bathroom buildings.
So then we were packed up at the end, getting ready to take off.
I kept glancing over there. Here he comes.
Yeah.
Hey man, check this out.
Roger goes, I can just send me a link. He goes, no, I want to play you the beginning.
Just send it to me, man. Yeah,
and you have to watch this. You got to get effed up.
Yeah, you got to get really effed up.
Yeah.
I have to tell him I don't party, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I mean, I
just smiled and nodded.
Yeah, okay. But then he's like, when you played it, you haven't seen it? So how did you haven't seen it? How did you play that opening?
What?
I mean, how do you the beginning of Take Me to the Pilot? I have to watch that video.
That was yeah. It was good though.
The video, yes, it was. But I wasn't in the mood to sit there and watch it. I'm never in the mood to listen to something when someone wants me to.
No, it's a drag, man.
But
to stand there with you and watch it with you.
Yeah, and then I'm like, how do I react? Anyway.
Hey, man, we got to go.
Yeah, we got to go. Our stuff packed up. We're nodding at you right now. Yeah. Anyway.
And if you're listening to this, man, that's the way it is. Good video, though. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
And
anyway, so there we are.
Yeah. We're 58 and paying our dues.
What?
Are we 58?
Are we paying our dues? Dues for what?
Just playing gigs.
Are we playing the blues? Blues for Allah?
What's that?
It's Grateful Dead.
Do you remember the brook in Crestline?
The brook, yeah. Way down in that little valley.
Yeah, in this little valley. It was like a
gully.
It probably wasn't that big.
The brook, but it was down, far down into the wilderness.
Yeah, the brook it was nice. It went up, and you could walk up the brook and down the brook.
The further you go down there, man, the wilder it gets.
That was weird. It was weird. It was like an adventure when we were like 7 or 8.
Yeah, an innocuous cool little bridge, and you walk down. But if you keep walking, it gets bigger and hairier and, man, wilder.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, with the forest
Yeah.
There are animals down there.
Slimy rocks and stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, if you go really far down there, it's a different world.
Oh, yeah.
I went down there. I went way down there once with a friend of mine.
And didn't we go over the years, and our experiences were different there over the years?
Oh, sure.
Did Jim Alden come with us once?
I don't know.
Oh.
But I remember Dad carved our names in a tree, and it was eye level.
Yeah, it was a little tree, and he carved Chris, Roger, Kathy.
And then through the years, it got higher and bigger and wider, and then it finally just went way up.
It was up, and the letters were huge. The names were huge up there, but you had to look way up there. It's very wild.
Yeah, I used to trip down there, man.
Trip?
Mm-hmm. On things.
Oh, yeah. I used to trip on things, too.
That's how I'll say. That's where I'll leave it.
You went down to the brook and tripped?
Yeah, I was tripping down at the brook.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have gone.
Well, you would have, wouldn't you?
You sure?
Yeah.
Now, and then how about there's a lake called Lake Gregory, a man-made lake, I believe.
Yeah. Is it a man-made lake?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I bet part of it is.
Talking about Crestline, California.
Yeah, in the San Bernardino Mountains.
Yep.
That was a cool little, like you pay a little admission to get in, and you can rent these little paddle boards.
Yeah.
And they're little, what do you call those things in the middle of the lake you can swim to?
Float.
You can climb up a little ladder and dive off.
It's a float, man. They're between shores.
Yeah, and it wasn't really that far from one side to the other.
No.
How far do you think that is?
I don't know,
200 yards?
I don't know, man.
From one beach to another. And then the rest of the lake, that was the beach part that was cordoned off, and the rest was for boats on the other side.
What if there were separate gangs, one on one side, one on the other? You had to go to the middle to
It's funny
fight.
because the paddle boards were red on one side and yellow on the other.
That's how they could keep track of them, man.
Yeah, like so you can get them back to where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was
A friend of ours used to be the rental guy,
Huh?
Corey, for a while,
He was the rental guy?
or a lifeguard or something.
I didn't know that.
And when we knew him, his voice was real high, and we were little. And then a couple of years later, we talked. We met. I saw him there. Hey, Corey.
I don't remember that.
Corey Dickinson.
I remember Corey.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking at one of his mom's pieces of art right here.
Oh, it says
His mom was an artist.
she had a place called the Daisy Patch up there.
Really cool kind of folk art. I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah, that's
a tiny little. That's a tiny little piece of art on my wall. It says progression.
I'm glad you still have it. It's nice that she was
great.
kind of like positive and upbeat stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Nancy
Dickinson. Oh yeah. That's right.
Remember that hot dog place? Did we call it Swish Delish?
Huh?
Remember, it was like a little Swiss Chateau looking place. You walk up and get hot dogs.
Yeah.
I think we called it Swish Delish.
Why?
I don't know, because that the name was kind of like that.
I don't know.
And I really think Corey called it that. Funny you should ask, but we got like chili dogs there.
Oh, I know that.
Down by like almost across from Goodwin's Market.
Yeah.
Do you realize we could have been grocery magnates? Our girlfriends when we were 7 were also twins.
Oh yeah.
Girlfriends. Anna and Teresa Goodwin. We had our first communion with them.
Oh yeah, we looked like little tiny bride and grooms.
Dual wedding. That's somewhere.
We used to say we're secretly married.
We're secretly married now.
Oh yeah.
And their dad owned the market. They're called Goodwins.
Yeah. We could have been magnets. That's funny. Sure.
Yeah, but those little first communion outfits did look like we were little bride and groom.
Yeah, that was cute. Anna and Teresa.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a long time ago.
It's a little long, man.
That was a cool place to be a kid.
Crestline was fun.
Yeah. And it's crazy that Mark Mulkeen, who's also been on this podcast, lives up there now.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
Who knows? It's kind of random, man.
It's awesome.
Does he still work at Deloitte?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know how he goes back and forth. Maybe telecommute. Who knows anymore?
Who knows?
What are you watching or reading?
I don't know, man.
I'm reading Annie Dillard, The Writing Life.
I'm watching Life in Pieces, and I'm watching a lot of rock documentaries. I saw the creation of Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, I want to see
cool.
that. You told me about it. I put it on my watch list.
And I saw a documentary called Dazed and Confused. You can imagine what that is. Led Zeppelin.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff there, man.
Is that on Prime also?
One of them.
Okay.
Either Prime or Netflix. I don't know.
The Dark Side of the Moon is on Prime. That thing is on Prime.
Yeah, well, reading, not much, man. Not right now.
Well, I tell you what, I watched part 1 of that Garth Brooks documentary. I don't know if I said this before. I liked it, but after a while, I'm thinking to myself, you're a douche.
Oh, he seems like it, man. If you're talking about yourself in first person, is that right? First person?
Jimmy is sweet on you.
Huh?
That's from Seinfeld. Like the guy talks about himself, but his name's Jimmy.
He says Garth this, Garth that.
Okay, well, there's a second part.
Is that first person?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Well, you're the writer.
Oh, don't confuse me with that.
Well, I need help here.
I think so, yes.
You know, people talk about themselves in that kind of...
No, like I is first person, so he's replacing the I with his name.
Third person?
No, because it's still the first person. He's talking about himself like third person.
I hate that.
But...
He does have... I don't like the cut of his jib.
I didn't realize that, but it was a lot of cool stuff in there about his career. There's a second part that I'm going to come to watch eventually.
Man, did it hold your attention?
Yeah, it did. The cool stuff about the music business and all that. But
he's a big Kiss fan.
Yeah, but something about him now. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I don't like him.
Okay.
I don't like him, man.
What can you do?
Nothing. Don't watch it. Watching that. Life is too short, man.
Yeah, and you were going to... I still don't know what Newspeak is that you wanted to talk about, but...
It's happening all around you, man. George Orwell was right.
In the year of our Ford.
Dude, that people are changing names of things, you can't, like birthing person instead of mother.
Oh, yeah. But wait a minute.
That kind of thing.
I think what I was saying was Aldous Huxley.
Okay, well then, you don't know what you're talking about, so...
I was thinking Brave New World.
Okay, well that's a totally different person, isn't it?
Really? Did you know that Aldous Huxley tripped?
Yeah.
Maybe he went to the same brook.
Well, hold on, man. I have a book called Moksha. It's all about his psychedelic experimentation.
Do you think?
Are you asking me if I knew that?
Do you think he tripped in the same brook you did?
I don't know what to tell you, man. This is ridiculous.
Moksha. I've seen that book over here.
Oh yeah, that book's worth about $300. Yeah,
I don't know the title of it. I just have one. I got one called The Divine Within or something. That's him also.
They're pretty interesting.
I may have it wrong.
It was interesting. They're like essays or...
Interesting.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it is interesting, actually.
I remember reading something in his, a biography about him. He got fixated on the pattern of the fabric in his pants for hours.
Yeah, well, there you go. Was it throbbing?
Oh, boy.
Hey, I'm talking about tripping. I'm not talking about what you think.
How do you know what I think? I didn't say anything. I just
Throbbing
said,
Gristle.
Boy.
Throbbing Gristle.
What is that again?
It's a band.
Oh, boy.
Come on, man. Don't you recall things like just kind of throbbing like walls? And
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like undulating leaves when it's really just the light.
Undulating.
I don't know if that's even the word.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Doing a little dance of light.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Of course. The filters were open.
Our friend O'Bricky went to an isolation tank last week.
Yeah, I didn't know there was an isolation tank place here.
Are you going to do it?
No.
Nah.
I've done it. A couple times we've talked about it.
I know, but I mean, I brought that full circle, and he went with his son Michael, who was visiting.
Yeah, I told him the second experience would be a little better now that you're used to it.
I only went once.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was definitely great. I liked it.
I just went because of the movie Altered States, and
well, I think there was a lot of interest in it from that movie.
Oh, sure, that's a long ass time ago now.
It's a weird ass movie, man. He went too far. He went too far, man. I think it's great. Right. Sensory deprivation after a few minutes of floating in that 800 pounds of Epsom salt water with body temperature.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
It's very relaxing, and it lets your mind just go into that twilight type of thing.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, I'm not going.
Well, I don't need to go now. I went. I mean, no, I'm not.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice place where I don't have to talk.
No, you definitely don't have to talk, man.
Okay.
How about Bob Morales singing metal songs?
I swear to God, I was going to bring it up. Even though it was isolation tanks, you could hear him.
What was he singing? Holy Diver or something?
He was singing some metal song in his, and you could hear him all muffled in there singing.
That's kind of whenever I feel afraid, I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune so no one will suspect I'm afraid.
That's crazy. You make that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I made that up. Who was it? Rodgers and Hammerstein?
I think so, yes.
Or who that is?
Well, it's The King and I.
Isn't that Rodgers and Hammerstein?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
I don't think it's Rodgers and Hart.
No.
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 And now Raj must depart.
Oh, I love your little segues. Isn't that something interesting?
It's something, all right.
Well, I was kind of tired today, man.
Yeah, you wanted to beg off.
I kind of did, but what the hell?
Hey, man, who knows what can happen? One more episode.
Who knows what can happen? What's supposed to happen?
I don't know, but just keep doing it because we like to.
Do the work.
Yes.
Do the work for the work's sake, man.
That's funny. I just read a book called Do the Work by Stephen Pressfield.
The Work. Oh, yeah. How is that book?
That's good. It's a very short book. It'll get you off your ass a little bit.
It will?
Yeah, I just read that before the writing life.
How about I just don't read that book and get off my ass anyway and think of the time that I saved by not reading it?
That would be interesting, but coming over here was getting off my ass. Now I have to get off my ass here and go to Tinderbox Myrtle Beach and put in my shift.
Oh, well, all right then. Well, this was episode 53 of the Yale Brothers Show.
Don't you wish you were 53 again?
I don't think it really matters much.
No. Anyway, thank you very much.
We can't wish things. We want to do it again. We can't do that.
That's what you said last week.
You can't go back. Who said you can't go back?
You can't. Look homeward, angel.
Look homeward, angel. Oh, my gosh.
From our distant relative.
Oh, Lord.
Thomas Wolfe. Oh, my God. Okay.
All right, well,
you can't go home again.
Yeah. If you'd like to get in touch with us, please do at yalebrothers@gmail.com. If you'd like to leave a review for us on Apple Podcasts, that would be nice.
Yes, that's awesome.
And we'll definitely be in touch with you again. Thank you for nice chat, Raj. Now get the hell out of here.
I'm going to get out.
Rock and roll.